Good evening, gents or gentlemen. It's Rizzo back with the Gentleman's Corner, and I have been on a hiatus. Not like I usually do. I just came back from vacationing in the States, and that was awesome. I'll save that for another video. But this is my top 15 fall/winter fragrances, and I'm gonna mix it up a little bit this year and do a top 15 versus a top 10 because for the simple fact I honestly could not narrow it down to a top 10. Like these top 15, even with the top 15, it was still tough. I was still pushing fragrances out of the door, or off the shelf, so to speak. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just jump straight into it and start off with number 15. Number 15 is from the house of YSL, and that's La Nuit de l'Homme. You just get a lot of powder. I really like this fragrance. It's supposed to be like the man of the night, or something like that. But I really love it. It's like a one of my top favorite designer fragrances, probably of all time. Like it to me can compete with some of the the higher end niche fragrances. I really love that fragrance. Number 14. Number 14. I don't really hear anybody talking about this one, and I think amongst the fragrance snobs, if that's ever such a thing, I get a lot of flack for this fragrance. However, their opinion doesn't matter when it comes to compliments and the opposite sex, that being women. I get a lot of praises, and this fragrance is from the house of Rocawear, and that is none other than Evolution. It's you get like a lot of rum and sweetness in this fragrance. It's a really good fragrance. I really like this fragrance. If you like pure malt or any like alcoholic based fragrance, I think you'll like this one. It's a really good fragrance, and it's very cheap. It's a really cheap fragrance, and it's really good. Number 13. Number 13. I have an oil of it. I ran out of my decant that I got in the split, but I ended up getting the oil when I was home on vacation as part of my haul. It's only like one place in Houston that I really trust with like getting oils from, because I know that they actually use the fragrance and however they mix it with whatever their oils. They don't like, it's not like a knockoff or whatever. But anyways, number 14. Oh, excuse me. What is that? This is number 12. Number 12 is from the house of Tom Ford, and that is none other than Tobacco Vanille. I received a lot of compliments when I wore it. I won't say it got cold, but it got like a little bit cooler in Texas before I left, so I got to wear this one, and I got a lot of compliments off of it. All right, so let's see. What is this? 11. Number 11 is from the house of Victor and Rolf, and I really wish this one could be a lot higher in my list, because I really did get a lot of compliments off of this one. However, the top 10 that I have is a really solid list, but this one got a lot of compliments, and it's a damn good designer, and I love it to death. I've worn it a lot, but it is none other than Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb. If you don't have this fragrance, or you're looking for a good designer fragrance that can compete with some niche, you should pick this one up. This one gets a lot of compliments from women. I really like that one a lot. All right, number 11. Number 11. I don't have my bottle here. It actually got mailed to my dad's house right after I left. Like, I left on a Monday, and it got mailed to my dad's house on that Wednesday, but he's mailing it here, so all I have is my decant. But it's the fragrance from the house of Serge Lutant, and that is none other than Chergui. Alright, so now it's time for the top 10 fragrances. My top 10. This is a solid list, and I'm really excited about it. Alright, so without further ado, these are the home runs. From the house of Bond number 9, it's none of them. Bond number 9, I Love New York for All. This is perfect for the winter. To me, it's almost, it gives New Harlem, in my opinion, a run for its money. This one is it's really done well. It has that hazelnut in there and the coffee note that just makes me, it exudes wintertime. Like if you get any kind of snow or any kind of like below 50 degrees, this is perfect for that. It makes you just really want to snuggle up. I think I'll probably replace this one with Amen because I used to wear Amen so much when it got to that kind of when it got to those temperatures. But I'll probably end up wearing this a little bit more than Amen. I love this one. Um, number 9. Number 9 is from the House of Divine, and that is none other than Lone Sage. Strong gingerbread slash big red type smell. It's really, really good. You don't need a lot with this one, I think, honestly. I know a lot of people say they only do like 4 sprays, 5 sprays, and I feel like that's a lot of bull and people lie. But with this one, you really only need about probably 4 sprays max, because this one is strong. Like it is it's a strong fragrance. Number 7. Number 7 is again from the House of Bond. Number 9, you guessed it, New Harlem. French toast, pancakes, syrup, however you want to describe it. Pancakes, waffles, French toast, and syrup, and a nice cup of coffee. Got a lot of compliments on this one. I mean, it's a staple or a classic or whatever you want to call it across the YouTube community. If you don't like sweet fragrances, this won't be your cup of tea. Alright, number 6. Number 6 is from the House of Guerlain, and that is Tonka Imperial. I guess I could show you the actual bottle. With this one, you get a sweet almond cookie. That's about as good as I can, about as best as I can describe. Excuse me. It's a really, really, really sweet almond cookie. I mean, I love it to death. It's really delicious. Number 5. Number 5 is from the House of Hermes, and that is none other than Amber Nargile or Amber Nargile. What you get with that one? Mom's apple pie. Think about Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, and I'm talking about not a store-bought pop in the oven apple pie. I mean like baking all the ingredients. Your mom cuts up all the apples, seasons it with the spices and the cinnamons and everything like that, and has homemade crust, and she puts it all together and bakes it, and you serve it with a nice scoop of ice cream, and that's pretty much what you get with Amber Nargile. Alright, so number 5 probably would have been a lot higher in my list, except these next contenders are exactly what I just said. They're contenders. They are the cream of the crop. They are tough cookies. But number 5 is no slouch. I absolutely adore this fragrance a lot. Yeah, I mean, I like fragrances with a lot of powder in them. Yeah. Obviously La Nuit de l'Homme, and this one is from the House of Bykilian, and that is Back to Black. Alright, number 4. Number 4 is also from the House of Guerlain, and that is none other than Spiritus de Vanille, and it is the best, or arguably the best, vanilla-based scent on the market. I mean, it's like a boozy vanilla fragrance if I had to like describe it, and it lasts quite a long time. All right, number 3. Number 3 is a new acquisition, and I used to have a sample of it, and upon the first little dab on my wrist and everything like that, when I was testing it out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have that one. And it has been getting a lot of new hype within the YouTube, and not only the YouTube but the Facebook fragrance community. But I myself, I follow suit. I think I did it like right when it started to get its buzz. But that it is none other than from the House of I'm not even really sure how to pronounce this. It is Mara Bakali, and that is Fusion Sakura. Now, if you don't like sweet fragrances at all, like you can't tolerate them, stay away from this fragrance. Period. Like, this fragrance is very sweet. I remember I wore it the other day, and I mean I got a lot of compliments off of it, but somebody asked me had I like stepped in syrup. So this fragrance is really sweet. You don't really need a lot with this one. I think I did maybe 5 sprays, but it is a very sweet fragrance. Well done. I love it a lot. It's just that it can be cloying and it can be sickly sweet. So if you don't like New Harlem, if you don't like 1 Million or anything like that, stay away from this. But if you're like myself and you like sweet fragrances, this is right up your alley. Number two, it was going neck and neck, but my number one I ended up getting, I think maybe just a hint more compliments than I did with my number two. My number two though is near and dear to my heart. I love it. I'm glad it's getting all the praise and the hype that it is. It deserves it. It's probably the best from to me, from the house, and not only just from the private blends, but from the house. And that is none other than Christian Dior's Bois d'Argent. As you can probably see, I put a nice little dent in it when I was home. I wore it. I got compliments like you wouldn't believe with this stuff. So, like I say, to me, it's the best from Dior. I mean, I know a lot of people say DHI and stuff like that, but I like this one above them all. I mean, not to say that DHI is not good, but I love this one above them all. All right, so my number one fragrance for the winter, and I can't even take credit for this one. I have to shout out Jamal Mungo 75 Slade. He put this combination together, and usually, like, I'm not really into layering my fragrances that much. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I'll just test something out, but for the most part, I like to keep my fragrances separate. However, this combination that he told me, because I smelled it on him first, and I was like, man, what is that? That's an awesome fragrance. It's very, very unique. And so he told me, and I tried it, and boom, it was a wrap. Like, when I wore this, when I came home on vacation stateside, like, I was getting just compliments like you wouldn't believe. Like, let me smell your neck. Oh my God, that guy smells good. Like, what the fuck does that guy have on? That was, their words, not mine. My goodness, he always smells so good. So this combination, I issue a challenge to anybody to try out, and I really want to know, like, how it works for you. But without further ado, the combination is Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather and Creed's Aventus. Now, I don't have my Aventus bottle because it's still in the mail getting shipped over here with the rest of my stuff from the States, but this is exactly how I wore it. All right, you know that the Tuscan Leather has the berry note and the leather base, right? So what I would do is I would put this on first. I'd like get close to the skin and boom, spray it, and spray it wherever else. And then Aventus has the pineapple and the currant note. So what I would do, I wouldn't get as close, but I'd hit it along the same spot and like let it mist around the same area that I hit with the Tuscan Leather. And that way you get the pineapple and you get the berries, but you get that undertone of the black currant and the leather. And I'm telling you, like, I was killing it with that one. That one had to be like I don't want to say my go-to because I tried to wear it sparingly, but whenever I was going like somewhere and I want to leave an impression, or I want to turn ahead or get some attention, I wore that combination and it was undeniable. So that's my top 15, gentlemen. I hope to hear from you. Comment, subscribe, like. I'm also on Instagram. If you want to know my Instagram's name is Irresistible because my name is Rizzo. So it's it's IR Rizzo and then Stable. That's the best way that I can put it. So, follow me, like, subscribe, spread the word. Join all the Facebook groups. The Gentleman's Corner is still active and popping on Facebook. And without further ado, I just want to give a shout out to Phi Beta Sigma, Blue Phi. You know, who ya Navy. Peace. Talk to you later, gents. Oh, be on the lookout. I think I'm gonna drop this video first. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna have my haul video. It's gonna be like a haul, a what worked for me video, and just random things that I want to talk about in my next video. And I'm gonna shoot that one right after I shoot this one, but I think I'll drop this video first. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Peace.